What is your name and your position?
My name is Cisa Mari Sanchez Villarreal, and I am the tax assessor collector for the County of Maverick.
Okay. What year were you elected?
I was elected in 2009.
Okay. What jobs and responsibilities do you have as a tax assessor?
Tax collector are basically in charge of calculating the tax rate and also in charge of collecting property taxes for the County of Maverick. And we do it as well. We collect for the County of Maverick and we do for the hospital.
Is there any requirements for your position? Do you have to be a certain age, a certificate, education, anything?
Probably the requirement is you have to be a resident. You have to be a resident of Texas for 12 months. You have to be a registered voter for at least 6 months in the county of residence in which you intend to run for office. Did I say over 18?
Yes.
Over 18, yes.
What made you decide to run for this position? Was there any motives in particular?
Yes. The truth is, it's once I started working here, I really liked what we were doing. And our former tax collector, Mr. Esteban Luna, was already nearing his time to retire, and he had already commented that he wished to retire. And so it was a perfect opportunity to probably, live my dream per se, and just perfect because he was in the notion of retirement. So it moved in, and I was real comfortable with that. So that's how I ran for the position.
How long have you been in office? How long have you been here?
I've been in public office for 12 years now. But I've actually worked for the same office for 37 years. I've been here for 37 years.
Oh.
Yes.
How long is your term?
My term is for 4 years.
So every 4 years
We have to run again. It's a whole election. You register to run for it, and it's a whole election.
Do you plan on running the next?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Is there a certain limit to the terms that you can run?
No, there's no limits. It's as long as the people keep electing you into office. I mean, you can stay here for as long as you feel you're strong enough to continue the duties of a tax collector. And again, most important, like I said, you have to be reelected. So it's up to you folks and your parents to keep me here, actually.
What do you think the best thing is in your occupation or your job?
I would, whenever I'm asked that, I always come up with the same answer, and that would have to be the residents of Maverick County. I've been very fortunate to make a lot of friends through holding office, and some of them have been very dear to me. And so I would have to always answer that it's the public, the residents of Maverick County.
What advice would you give to anybody running for an elected position?
I would probably say that to have devotion to what you're going to do and dedication. You have to be dedicated to do this job, and strongly, you have to have a lot of heart. I feel that you have to have a lot of heart in what you do, and especially holding office.
What do you find most rewarding in being an elected official?
Probably what I've just finished saying. The most rewarding part of being in this position is that I've been able to actually come across some very interesting people and other people that hold other public offices. A lot of state officials, which I always find kind of very interesting. You get to meet the representatives, sometimes the senator, even congressmen for that matter. So I find that very interesting and exciting, and that I've been fortunate enough to meet dignitaries. But I always say it's the people that I've actually met through this office and that I'm able to call friends.
Okay, what have you found to be your biggest challenge?
It would definitely have to be the changes in legislation and law. It has to be, and always the fact that they keep changing our weekly, monthly, yearly reports. So to me, that's probably the most challenging.
Okay. What is an interesting story or situation that you have experienced in office?
I was trying to think of something like that. Mostly my stories within this office would be more like in the terms of comical. I don't know if that's, would you like to hear something comical? The thing is that what we do here as well, and I forgot to mention that at the beginning of your question when you say what does a tax history collector do? Other than aside from collecting property taxes, we're also in charge of collecting your motor vehicle registration. So this is a place that you transfer ownership of title when you get that, hopefully with that new car when you go off to college. You know, this is the place that you come and register it. And every year you get your registration through us. And so I find it comical that many years ago, the registration sticker that you would get for your car was an itty bitty little sticker that you would place on the rear metal plate of your car, as opposed to now you have it on the front windshield. And so for many years, and I know that you girls were probably not even born yet, you would stick this little sticker on the rear part of the license plate. And so one morning I was heading to the bank to pick up our deposit bag, and I had seen the gentleman. He was a much older gentleman, and he had the little country southern voice, and he was getting his license plate. And I saw when they were processing his registration sticker, and we walked out together. As we were walking out together, he went to the back of the car, and he was putting on his sticker, and his wife kept yelling, he goes, "What are you doing over there? What are you doing?" And so like many married couples, he just kept saying, "Be quiet, mind your own business." And so I thought it was funny because I said, oh my God, am I ever going to get to that age to where my husband at the time